We're going to tell you the tale of the nightingale.
It'll just be the story in a nutshell.
Because we don't want to be here all day.
But it will be a little bit about the story
and how it applies to real life.
Oh, and when you hear this noise,
Turn the page.
The emperor's palace was the most splendid in all the world, made entirely and completely from fine porcelain.
The garden had the most amazing flowers, and it stretched so far, even the gardener didn't know the end of it.
After a hard day's work, a fisherman passed under the branches of the garden. There sang the nightingale.
Dear Lord, how beautiful it is!
Then he forgot about the nightingale, went on his merry way. Then the next night, on his way home,
Dear Lord, how very beautiful it is!
Travelers from near and far carried the story of the nightingale's song back to their homes.
It brings tears to my eyes.
It reminds me of Grandma's oatmeal cookies.
I remember my first love.
Dear Lord, how beautiful it is!
One day, the emperor was reading a book about his palace. Over and over was mention of this nightingale.
Bring me this bird. I must hear it sing.
He sent the chamberlain out in search for this bird far and wide throughout the land for this lovely nightingale. And then he heard the simple, sweet song of the nightingale.
Little nightingale, our gracious emperor requests that you would sing for him.
With greatest pleasure.
And then it sang delightfully.
Shall I sing again for him?
My splendid bird, you must come to the palace. The emperor is not here.
The song sounds best in the woods, but if the emperor would like to hear the song, I'll go.
The nightingale went to the palace and sang so beautifully that the emperor got tears in his eyes.
You must be rewarded. You will wear the golden slipper around your neck.
No, thank you. Your tears of joy are my reward.
You must stay and sing for me. You will have a special cage and place in my palace. All will come to hear you.
He let the nightingale walk in the garden each day. A chorus of servants held a ribbon tied to the nightingale's feet. Never was the bird allowed free flight.
And still the nightingale sang.
wait, oh my gosh, you're doing this all wrong. Can somebody get in here and help this student? She doesn't know what she's doing and I don't have time.
Jeez. Everything's okay, Mr. Garcia.
Did you need help?
No, I'm fine. And we have the sample collected, and I don't know what she was talking about.
All right.
Thank you.
Then one day, a present arrived for the emperor. It was a mechanical nightingale.
Wind it up, let us hear.
And the golden bird sang beautifully.
The nightingales should sing together.
And so the birds sang. The nightingale sang freely, and the mechanical bird sang perfectly in time. It did not go well together. Then the emperor's subjects begged for more and more songs from the mechanical nightingale. 33 times it sang the same song in a row, beautifully, perfectly.
Little did they know, someone had left the golden birdcage door open, and the true nightingale flew back to the green forest.
The subjects wanted the predictable song. The king banished the real nightingale from the kingdom.
Hi, you're back. What's going on with you?
I'm not sure.
I thought we just dealt with this. Remember, you're going to go home, you're going to start a diet, you're going to get a good eating plan. I mean, come on. I mean, you need to lose weight. How are you going to control your diabetes looking like this?
Excuse me? I'm in here because I obviously don't know how to properly manage my diabetes. I don't appreciate you making me feel this way. I need education. I need help. That's why I'm here.
The mechanical bird sang at the king's bedside for a year until something inside went.
They called a doctor, but it wasn't a real bird. They called the watchmaker, and he put the bird back together again, but it was never the same as before. The music master professed that the bird was as good as new, and so the people of the kingdom believed him. It could only be brought out once a year for a short song.
5 years later, the emperor became ill, and his subjects full of sorrow. He could barely breathe and took out the mechanical nightingale.
Sing for me. I gave you the golden slipper.
But the bird just sat there. Then he heard a sweet song. The true nightingale had heard that the emperor was dying and came to give him one last song.
You have removed death from my heart. How can I reward you?
Your tears of joy the first time I sang for you were my reward.
You must always stay with me.
Don't do that. I promise to come back and sing for you each night. Just please, tell no one I visit you.
Okay, we're going to start our class at the front of our mat, standing. So come on, everybody, stand up. Colleen, Heidi, stand up. And we'll begin. Everybody take a deep breath. And with tree pose. Namaste.
Stephanie, how's your baby doing?
She's good. Screaming all night. Lovely.
Awesome that you're getting all your work done.
Thanks, Sheena.
How's everybody doing in class?
And the bird sings, and the emperor lives.